Can't expect you to like me more than you love rap beefing. You respect white people more than you love black people.
Oh, that's... See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking? There's no way this is a joke. You respect white people more than you love black people?
Here come the bully. I'm such a meanie. I just do what I feel. Do you feel me? Do you feel me?
Alright. Welcome all my beautiful people. I am your host, Chizzek-Juan, 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 the old white suburbanite. And welcome to a new reaction. I've been waiting for a while to do this. I should have done it the day it came out, because I think there's a lot of hype around this, and I'm legitimately curious as to what's gonna happen. But I was busy trying to get a better setup. You know, family man, you're working, you don't have time. When you do have time, you're dead freaking tired. Enough about that. Let's just talk about the subject at hand. So, Lupe Fiasco. Fiasco? Lupe, I believe from Kick Push fame, and that's all I know of the guy. And Royce the 5'9", of course, from Bad Meets Evil 2, and all his solo albums. I listened to his last solo album, and no, not the last one, the one right before it, the one with cocaine. God, the album name's escaping me. Anyway, that was a dope album, even though I can't remember its name. I know I was listening to it going, yeah, he's a menace. He's really good. Anyways, we got Royce and we got Lupe, and are they beefing? Or is it a joke beef? I don't know. I don't follow it closely enough to know what's going on. I know that they had or have a podcast that they do together, and that's the extent of my knowledge. So I don't know what I'm getting myself into. It could be maybe something for, you know, personal marketing reasons. They're like, hey, you know what? Let's just create a beef because it's gonna drive album sales or whatever. You know, I have no idea. Royce doesn't really strike me as a person who plays around like that. Royce personally strikes me as a guy who often gets his feelings hurt, or let's just say that he's too serious. He's too serious to play around like that. So that's why I think maybe this track is for real a diss against Lupe. And again, my apologies for all. If you're watching this, you probably know more about it than me going in. And I will probably learn a lot from watching this, and then I'll probably look into it even more and write some stuff in the description. So in the odd chance that we're both going into it blind, you can read the description below and learn some more. And right after this one, I'm going to listen to Lupe's response, and we'll have some fun with that. But enough about me. Hopefully I got the right video pulled up. I think this one's going to show lyrics, because the little thumbnail looked like it had lyrics on screen. Anybody know why Royce hasn't had a video on his Royce the 5'9" official since 4 months ago? That's where I went to check this out. It's not there, so I don't know, man. First of all, this is called Silence of the Lambda. Again, that's a reference to something. I don't know what it is. Lambda is either a Latin or a Greek letter. I'm sorry that I don't know my classics, but it's, what do we have? Revenge of the Nerds? Lambda, Lambda, Lambda? I don't know, man. We're gonna find out. Either way, even if I don't know half of the references or more, I mean, I'm here to hear just people going at it. I want things to get ugly. I want to, you know what I'm talking about, right? Let's get into it.
About what he's done.
Solidarity like that muscle we refuse to flex. That synergy that these niggas just refuse to tap into. In our disparity, match our hustle, we exude success. Attack us mentally, that's that energy kings get trapped into.
There isn't a flow he can't handle. There isn't a rhyme or a cadence that he can't just bite into. And I don't mean bite. I mean bite into, like really get into it.
Therefore, I'm done promoting the dumb shit. I'll put a hole in your son while he holding your son chips.
I'll put a hole in your son while he's holding your son chips?
Why you over there with a chip on your shoulder like you over or some shit?
You get the chips, sun chips, while you're over there with a chip.
Your flow is redundant. I separate your body from soul. Now your body is cold, spiraling out of control. Now you over there, body odor is pungent. For coming out of your body over assumptions. Look at all this passive aggressive pussy and all the past neglectful positions these pussies put me in.
I love dense lyrical flows like this. These rhyme patterns, it's you can break them down like, like here's the 1 and the 2. Well, here's 1 and a 3, 1 and a 3, go back to the 2. That's how he's doing it. And yeah, let me go back. Let me just listen to this one more time. Listen.
Your flow is redundant. I separate your body from soul. Now your body is cold, spiraling out of control. Now you over there, body odor is pungent.
Your flow is redundant. That's your 1. I'll separate your body from your soul. Now your body is cold. Those are 2, spiraling out of control. That's a third number 2. Now you're over there, body odor is pungent, back to the 1. Coming out of your body over assumptions, back to the 1. Look at all this passive aggressive pussy and all that past neglectful positions these pussies put me in. Oh man, let me shut up. This thing's 7 minutes long. I'll never get through it. Let me just appreciate it.
For coming out of your body over assumptions. Look at all this passive aggressive pussy and all the past neglectful positions these pussies put me in. We them cool niggas bringing food, liquor, and foolies in. They do all the yelling, then accuse nickel of bullying. Cruelty to MCs is intellectual vibrato.
Cruelty to MCs is intellectual vibrato.
Run on full speed to hit niggas with the message like wallow. I bleed mentally, if I greed mentally and sing with Neo and Stevie Sensory. I squeeze till this ego completely empty.
In sync with Neo and Stevie Sensory. Oh man, as they're talking about Stevie Wonder.
I'm 3-dimensional, now feed me MCs, I'm greed and envy. Carlito, watch me go, Rebo, y'all sweeties Bentley. I skid mark through these thoughts with a narc, commit larceny. I live hardly, to incarcerate means to kill softly. Either or, it's me or Bill Cosby. They trying to kill a lord online, premature, it's Biz Markie.
Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. He wrote this that quickly.
Can't expect you to like me more than you love rap beefing. You respect white people more than you love black people.
That's... See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking? There's no way this is a joke. You respect white people more than you love black people? Okay, first of all, I don't want to get into that argument and even analyze it to discuss as to whether it's correct or not. I have my personal views on bringing race into things, etc. I don't want to get bogged down in that. All I'm saying is that is a heavy accusation. That's not saying something like, your ass stank, take a shower, right? Because that's funny. There's no humor in a statement like that whatsoever. This is not a joke.
I let you race with an H8. I estimate, I let you naysay. Y'all let this ain't safe. I desecrate flex, I decorate sway. I estimate 100 left, I let the case stay. I don't carry suitcases on big runs to Mars deep. I don't carry big guns to a small beef. I don't really care what Mickey Fax has to say. Add Lupe, that's touche. I don't care for big gums and small teeth.
What the fuck?
You know the gold all froze if I'm a purchase bling. Just so you know, not a soul walking the earth is mean. Bow before the king, kiss the goat, all-purpose ring. Water guard poses like a bow soldier versus mean. Y'all with all the jokes laugh hard, but y'all ridiculous. I'm with all the smoke, Matt Don, Shakari Richardson. Proven rap.
I wish I knew these people. He's too dense. He's too... There's too much content here. I hate the fact that a lot of this is going past my head.
Pays through the race cachet. I'm the dude who they threw the case at like 8-track tapes. Blue A stacks and Peter Lucas to let your faith that state. Who weighs at the Louis haters through the new Maybach drapes. We gon' do this for Kanye. If you can relate that straight, we come shooting for Conway. Ruby your face back straight. 170 on the dash. All the felonies and the demonic acts. With devils like Vlad always selling me all of the trauma back. I speak to cabarets as a deviation of drama. Pastors and wave caps as a recreation of honor. Glad to appreciate black abbreviations of genre. Battle me ASAP, that's for PDA with Rihanna.
What the fuck?
These male betas with crying attitudes, I ain't attitude. My kind of fabric is well tailored to a Byron Allison. But usually I'm choosing peace of heaven, a tax home. From using celery ranch to moving into a new elegant ranch home. A true MC, y'all doing them regular dance songs. You losing your teeth, moving like using Kevin Durant comb. We share the light.
He's... How can you keep up with this shit? There's way too much there. Like, look, I listen to Aesop. Aesop is dense. That's trying to react to Aesop Rock to something you haven't heard before is like staring at a math problem and being told to figure it out in real time. It's like, well, hold on. Like, there's too much here. But I can get it because he speaks a language I'm more familiar with and I can understand. There's too much here that I don't know. I don't know what any of these people are. I don't know who Kevin Durant is. I don't know why his comb is... why there's a reference about his comb. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. First of all, the flow and the choice of lines. I mean, that's pure Royce. Let's see what Lupe says. Besides, we're not even halfway done with this one. I'm just curious as to how different or similar Lupe's statement is going to be compared to this, because this is, like you need to come with a reference encyclopedia for this stuff.
Whenever the mic and drums get blacked on, the better knife than ever polite and young relaxed on. Here come the Thundercat song. Karate beef Miyagi, keep it completely boxer brief. Don't get waxed on. And that's the ritz of day and night for writing the scripts that last long. I like my crackers dead and white, just like them shits the Shaq owns.
I like my crackers dead and white, just like them shits that Shaq owns. What?
Call me Big Cialis if she stalking, switch my address, get Viagra, dick diagonal, liquor walls in this Niagara. This androgynous fly actress I'm involved with, this my astral.
What the fuck are you talking about? Call me Big Cialis if she stalked and switched my address, give Viagra a dick diagonal, lick her walls and it's Niagara. I like that line. This androgynous fly actress I'm involved with is my Astra.
My ass, and if y'all asking if I'm gassing, it's my asthma. Y'all listening to the master who's been talking to the masses, who's been listening to thy master through this targeted diaspora. Y'all get...
Okay, look, if this is a diss, he's on a preacher's pulpit. This isn't, I mean, there were a few lines there, right? There were a few lines that are kind of nasty. Ones that didn't go over my head. It's like, Lupe, he's saying some nasty shit about, like, you're not really black, I guess, right? Because you like white people more than you love black people. However you might feel about that statement, whether you agree with Royce or not, This is that's especially in today's. But first of all, we know that Royce is very. How do I say this? How do I say this in today's climate? I like what he wrote. He's like, I'm not into I like my crackers dead and white. I mean, he's not talking about saltine crackers. He's talking about people. And let's just say that as a diss, he's on a pulpit. He's talking about a whole bunch of shit, and I'm really getting the feeling that a lot of this was probably written a long time ago, or at least not, it wasn't all written with Lupe Fiasco in mind. He's like, I'm gonna diss you. I'm gonna have a couple of things I want to say about you, but I'm gonna fill it in with shit that I've already had written. That's just, and you kind of like, you pick and choose from various portions of stuff you have in your Rolodex of rhymes, and you're putting them together. But this isn't. I mean, this isn't an all-out diss. I'm having a hard time following a lot of this, man. Let's just keep going.
I'm balling, I hit record, I'm getting courted by Lucian. The Lord abuses the blacker culture with actors like rapping chords, distract you boys with the Lord of Deuces.
The Lord abuses the blacker culture with actors like Rappaport. They rap your chorus to distract you boys just to lower the nooses. Yo. Get off that tip, Royce. Just get off that tip, okay? And vaccines are not gonna kill you, man. Get vaccinated. Fucking, what are you doing, man?
The more important the news is, more distorted the views is. Vax all, they employ loot, exploit the movement.
Didn't I just say this? Yeah, like, I can understand, I can empathize with the distrust that many people in the African American community have when it comes to being urged to engage in a medical procedure, right? I can understand the hesitation. I can understand the whole, we're not going to be your guinea pigs anymore. We've been guinea pigs in the past. I can understand that. But everyone is a guinea pig, right? Because this isn't exclusive to the African American community. Everybody is encouraged to get vaccinated. So regardless of whether you think it's a good idea or a bad idea, it is not logically coherent to say, this is something that is done intentionally to get another thing, to do another thing, another bad thing to African Americans. Because if there is a bad thing, it's going to be a bad thing to everyone, not just African Americans. It's not like only African Americans are supposed to take the vaccine. Everybody is supposed to. So it doesn't make logical sense to say, no, this is, you're just trying to do something to black people. It's like, what the fuck, are you just trying to do something to people? Everyone's taking it. So I don't follow that logical progression. Let's just say that there isn't a logical progression to follow. Right there, I said it. Fucking vax. Royce, you're fucking dope. You're dope, but you're getting too deep in the conspiratorial and the whole. It's not Afrocentric. It's black. I don't know what to call it. It's not black pride. It's like black supremacy, like black centrality. Like, get back to humanity, man. Get back to humanity. This whole thing. Who am I to say anything, right? Like I said, he takes shit too serious.
To know his cops killing black God is a mortal nuisance. Holding your top is the last straw like quarter juices. The more exclusive Dior, Gucci, the porta boosters. It's the more juvies and 42s that the court accuses. I wish Nick Cannon the testicular fortitude, the 40 new stepchildren to inject him with the cure to lupus. Pain ain't.
Nick Cannon the testicular fortitude, 40 new stepchildren to inject him with the cure to lupus.
Even frequent, just evil teasing the godly. It ain't even inside me, it's just weakness leaving the body. I flipped my heritage, redefined it to die in jail. Buy and sell for my clientele, but without the mind's help. Ryan, big alliances, click alliances, iron elk. Built a giant pyramids in alignment with Orion's belt. Well, you ain't got the lie, you a hostile guy. Like you about to rob the new entourage, but you not too wise. You've been ostracized, used to rock with Nas, but you was hot July, but look at you.
Okay, now we're talking about Lupe. You ain't got to lie, you a hostile guy. Like you about to ride with new entourage, but you're not too wise. You've been ostracized. You used to rock with Nas. You was hot July, but look at you now, you just Afura.
Now you just Afura. Loaded Luck said if we battle, then he gon' sit with Luke. I told him you're dead if we battle, now who gon' sit with you? I'm the great MC, all the ladies see, all the ladies see. In HD and 1080p, and this shit for publicity. You and Mick couldn't mix your written and spit good as a pickery. Stop it and sit with the doctor, quit with the hickory dickory.
Okay, this is what I wanted right here. Just direct right at him.
This Oscar De La Renta club that's on the Kunta Kinte to the full of school of pimp play, offering the fool a template. It's hard to differentiate. Oh dog with hula rinse tape. Judas from ingrate. Who the students from who the sensei.
Fucking Judas, right? I mean, the betrayer from ingrate. Who the students from who the sensei, right? Like you're a toy, right? You're a student. I'm the teacher. What are you doing?
The Carter mascot, fast moving packs on the back block. Nobody argue with Shaq while rooting to Kimbe. Take your mama out on a date at the Barclay like I'm Drake on the parquet. Call the Uber soon as the rent paid.
Take your mama out on a date at the park place like I'm Drake on the parquet. Call the Uber as soon as the rent paid.
When it's the last shot with a second left and second best is an RJ. Need to get used to moving with MJ. Everybody grinding on Allen Iverson cornrows. Heavy grinding on every island out of the Congos. I have not encountered violent exchange through convo. So I don't holler, I do the bodies, James and John Doe. We can kick it, be specific, or meet with my Timberland soul. Y'all timid and bold, y'all.
I don't understand half of this shit. But the shit that I do understand is heavy, and the flow is dope. Listen to how he switched it up.
I have not encountered violent exchange through convo. So I don't holler, I do the bodies, James and John Doe. We can kick it, be specific, or meet with my Timberland soul. Y'all timid and bold, y'all feminine trolls, pretending to smoke. Got bitches sniffing on Minnie and Blow. I'm Benny, I'm Kenny and Cole. I'm Benny and Pro, I'll hit my enemy and chalk into your pose. If homie says you ready to go, who's trying to hit him the most? I'm hollering that we outside just like my nigga King Los. I hardly hear you be outside, let y'all be whispering low. We back outside with Lion Hope, you sound like Remy and Joe. No, watch the reactions of your kids. Masculinity ain't what's toxic, the absence of it is.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Masculinity ain't what's toxic, the absence of it is. Some Jordan Peterson shit right there. Toxic femininity.
I'm Jill Scott playing, Gil Scott
Now I know these peoples.
with Preem, her and D'Angelo. Queen serving me cantaloupe, hammock low, swerve lambs on Atlanta roast, Earl Animal Man to go.
He's dropping a lot of shit right here, yo. I gotta hear this part again.
Queen serving me cantaloupe, hammock low, swerve lambs on Atlanta roast, Earl Animal Man to go, first lamb of the Nana go, the pearl handle will ammo go, answer with your girl Nana or Anna go, cancel coaches annual Santa Pro is the anecdote, cancer don't take for granted, no family though, the streets won't hand us no manual, so we go, handsome Emmanuel, you forgot the dude who about to shy, who was locked aside, without him you be dead, probably dread standing beside you, fed salmon and lied to, while the red camera disguise you, you violent, but where was that for the clear cameras and Kaisers? 9 minute freestyle about me, I had to make fun of bro, I got plenty problems, my nigga rapping ain't one of those.
Yo, that's right. I didn't listen to it. Lupe first came out with 9 minutes of freestyle about Royce. So I'm guessing, that whatever led to this, some of it, some of it is stuff we can go back to and listen to, and it'll illuminate more of what's going on. Look, I can't. He's beyond me. Royce is beyond me. The little bit that I did understand through the first half, not gonna lie, I didn't like it. Yeah, I know you're not supposed. I know you're not supposed to say it in a reaction video. How you ever gonna get any views if you say you don't like it? The first half, I didn't like because it's. I don't know how to express it properly. Focusing too much on race. That's how I feel about it. You're focusing too much on race and you're forgetting about humanity. We do have a common humanity. I do not agree personally with the views of the new anti-racism that says ignore what Martin Luther King said. This whole trying to get past color and have it become inconsequential in our lives. Color is now central in our lives. I don't agree with that view. If anybody has a journey to go through where they become more aware of things they were blind to, let's say they had certain biases or they had certain what would be called racist or prejudicial viewpoints. When you become aware of those, if you want to be a good person, you want to do right, you're gonna self-correct, and you want to get to the other side of it where you're like, I'm a better person. I genuinely view other people as equals, regardless of who they are. And now you gotta be regressive. I mean, you gotta regress from where you came from. You gotta be like, I gotta pay attention. Like the most important thing about these other people is their color, and I must not never ever forget. I understand people went through hard times due to the fact that racism exists or existed, but I don't think the proper approach is the approach that he's taking. I think the proper approach is the kind that MLK took. I think the proper approach is the kind that Carl Sagan takes. If you don't know who Carl Sagan is, please do look him up. I mean, that shit is real. The centrality should be our common shared humanity. You're a human being first. You're a person first. And it strikes me as if he's not coming from that position. So it's kind of off-putting. The second half, though, he fucking killed it. He just listen to that. I mean, this boy can rap. Of course he can rap. Bad Meets Evil 2. If you can hold your own with a technician like M, right? Then say what you will about M. You might not like his music, but you can't say that the man is not at the very peak of technical level, right? And Royce can fucking handle that. I'm really curious as to what Lupe is going to say to this. A lot of this shit is over my head. Love the references, but again, very black-centric references, right? Gil Scott-Heron, Jill Scott, Primo was in there. It drops all of those names talking about who he is and what he associates with. I mean, don't get me wrong, this shit is dope. I loved it. I love the second half of this. Alright, let me shut up. Let me end this here. If you watch this, my apologies again. Too much of this, man. Too much is going over my head. Hopefully Lupe is going to make it a little bit more cohesive for me. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Tap 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 tap.
Chizzek-Juan.